Love is powerful, it's protective, it can be a form of a weapon. Love is light, love is everything, love is empowering. Let's get into loving the unlovable. You know the ones. And for some people, they may feel like it is themselves. What I will say to that is always start with self first. Now, of course, as always, I have notes and I'm going to read from the notes. I'm going to just give you bullet points to help you better understand how easy it can be to love the unlovable so that you can get started doing it right now. Okay? Release yourselves from the shackles of anything opposite of that. Okay? Anything, any energy that's denser than love. All right? Let's get into it. Our souls are pure love. What we have to understand is that we are, human. We have the human bodies and everything, and we have the egoic, linear thinking mind. But our souls, on a soul, spiritual, energetic level, are pure love. So when you're looking at people, no matter how they're acting, just know that their higher self, their soul, that's how I interchange the two. They are love and they don't agree with that. Or it could have been a soul agreement that you and that person, even if you don't know them, may have had on a soul level where you said, I need a little bit more mastery in this area. Can you help me? And that person's soul said, yes, I'll come be the butthole and I will be disrespectful to you so that you can evolve in this area. I'll help you out with that on a soul level. Okay? Because the soul is love. The soul loves. All right? So see the soul and not the role. Soul is love. Most people operate from ego only. Okay? Most people don't know that they are love and that that's what they are. That's how they were created. What they were created with was just a big old beautiful poof of love. They're love balls and they don't even know it. Some people, they ego only and heart and not heart led. Okay? Most don't know who they are in truth. Again, they are the soul. They are the spirit encased in human form. But their ego and the indoctrinations and the circumstance, the way things appear to be in the physical plane, or the things that people have said to them growing up, any and all of that, we've all had to deal with it. We all know what it's like, okay, to grow up and have things said to us or make us feel less than or disempowered. Some more than others. Okay, so we don't know where people have come from. All right, and when you're operating from the upper room and maybe thinking about things from more of a fifth dimensional level, you'll understand that perhaps this person really had a tough life. And no, it's not excusable for them to be disrespectful and acting in an unloving way, but at least I can better get and have an understanding, have more compassion. They don't know who they are in truth. But I do. I know who I am and I see you. I see you, brother. I see you, sister. Most people don't understand that they're out of alignment with the truth because they don't live with intention, and that they allow the ego, the linear thinking mind, the linear thinking brain to be the lead, when in fact the heart is the leader. The brain is the servant. That's why people are off kilter. They're not using the heart space first. The ego comes with what? Overthinking, self-doubt, disempowering thoughts, and things that they say to themselves and other people. And for this, I hold lots of compassion, just as I do for little babies and little children who don't know better yet. They're like little babies. It took me a minute because, I've never accepted anyone like disrespecting me. I'm not going to allow you to disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? That's where I came from. And I would come back like, what? But when you throw fire into a fire, then what do you have? You still have fire. And that's not what the goal is here, right? What we want to do is shine the light, illuminate the situation with more love. And with that, I stand in my power. And this is what I encourage and share with everyone else. I share this with everyone to encourage them to do, because it's such a more powerful place to be than to be down there in the trenches fighting it out. No, I ain't got to fight. No, I'm going to flex this divine feminine aspect, and I'm just going to illuminate it from the upper room from where I'm sitting. And I'm sending it lots of love and light, and I'm holding space on it, and I'm holding compassion, because people don't know. When people really know better, they wouldn't be doing some of the stuff that they do. When you know better, you do better, because it's like, oh, I see now. I see. Okay, so I look at them like they're little babies and little children. They just don't know. And I'm not saying that you still can't get upset about some things, but it definitely helps to like temper some of it down to where it's like, okay, I get it. Or I've been there before. I understand. We are one. This is another thing. We are one. We are connected. We are fractals of God, source, spirit, whatever you want to call that big, beautiful energy. We're fractals of that. So another way to look at this is that we're all connected. So if we're connected and I see someone being disrespectful or rude or mean, whether it's at me or someone else, I might be like, oh, wow, look at me over there acting that way. Because if we're all fractal of the same source, then are we not each other? We're the same. We're a source energy, and that particular part of source is experiencing life a little bit different than what I'm experiencing right now. So again, I can have compassion for that and have more understanding. Okay, and then Neil Donald Walsh, who wrote the book Conversations with God, had this cute little exercise. I say cute. It was a really powerful, simple, practical exercise. And it goes a little something like this. You're out for a walk and you look at everything, because everything is God. Everything is source energy. Everything is spirit. And you can look at everything as you're walking down the street and you see the leaves rustling on the street, and you say, look at me. Oh, the stop sign, that's me. The tree, that's me. Oh, the squirrel, that's me. The deer, that's me. Oh, that man across the street scratching his head, that's me. And you keep doing this. And it's so powerful and moving. Not only, I burst into tears, and it was just the silliest thing I found myself crying about. But it was a realization. It's as if it's an activation. It cracked me open in that area to understand, even more about us and our connection, and that we are one, and have a little more, not just compassion, but forgiveness. And it's not just for other people, but primarily for yourself first, because you can only forgive and look at other people with that loving compassion once you have done it for yourself. And I feel that this conversation is very powerful when someone is having struggles with loving themselves and beating up on themselves. Okay. The next thing, that's one exercise to do it, because it is in fact an activation. Another one, House of Mirrors. Think about it. Think about if you're at a carnival and you go into a house of mirrors. But when you go into the house of mirrors, all of those reflections of you are of the other people. Other people. That's what this is like, a house of mirrors. These are reflections of myself. What is it showing me? What is it that I need to know about myself that maybe I have not uncovered or tapped into, or that I need to unfold? Because that's what we're doing. We're showing each other, and we're giving each other contrast so that we can live a better life. So if I see Betsy Sue over here, and she's giving me a contrast, something that I don't really want or desire in my experience, then I'll say, okay, I don't really like that, but I like this. This is my preference, and I'll focus in more on my preferences. So I'll get more of what I prefer into my physical experience, because the universe is a giant scanner sending us what we focus on the most. So focus on your preferences. And then the next thing is, because we are brothers and sisters, we are connected, we are one. There is a prayer, I think it's called, I don't want to say it wrong, Hopo Ono. And it goes a little bit like this. Please, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And the idea is that you are apologizing, asking for forgiveness on behalf of your brothers and sisters, because they are you and you are them. We are we. We are each other. And this is like the way I do it and what I visualize when I'm saying this prayer. I'm saying it not just for me, my brothers and sisters, on behalf of us or me, because they're all me, but also parallel lives, parallel me's, other versions of myself from other life experiences. Okay. And the benefits of this is that you will feel more powerful in your physical body. You will feel empowered. It's empowerment. It is very protective, because you feel like a badass. You'll feel elevated. You'll resonate more with loving experiences, relationships, interactions, because like attracts like. Okay, you're magnets, so the like is going to attract the like. Again, the resonance, law of resonance. I think those are all of my notes, but that was really good, you guys. Until the next video, live simply and be kind.